Welcome, everybody, to episode 227 of the Lookout Podcast. I'm, of course, Meelz. I am here with the co-host himself, Android LJ. What is up? How we doing, my friend?
I'm good, man. How are you feeling? When this drop, when this drop, it's the big B-Day.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. I didn't realize that. Oh, yeah. Well, shout out to me. Yes. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you, my guy.
I didn't realize that, or I didn't, we wait for the obligatory birthday police sirens to pass by. But, yeah, clearly. No, I didn't realize that exactly when this episode comes out, it'll be my birthday. Thank you, guys. I feel good. I feel great. With that said, also on the line, trying to figure out what a moniker for AD. I don't want to call him Maju.
Oh, that's a nasty word.
Majady.
Majady is crazy.
Jermaine Dupri, like
JD, but nonetheless, AD is in the building. What's up, AD?
Man, it's a parade inside my city. Yeah,
it sure is. It's in my city for sure. This all happening during the intro is incredibly interesting. But we're just going to continue.
This is our reggae air horns.
No, not at all. I'm going to continue to roll through it because I don't want to mess up the final one that I already did. So I'm just going to continue to talk to it until it disappears. As it's fading away, we have a special guest on the line. Man, is a co-host of Subs Lie Dubs Lie. He is none other than Hellfighter J. Welcome to the program. Listen, Dragon Ball GT, the conversation couldn't be had without you, and luckily you picked your favorite arc because these last two arcs have been interesting.
The whole 64. The whole 64 out of 64 episodes of this show are interesting.
How about this? Let me ask you guys a question. Out of the 64 episodes thus far, actually, out of the 47 episodes that we watched thus far, how many episodes do you feel like have been actually like, oh, this was good?
Like 2.
out of the 6 I've watched so far, like, yeah, 2.
2?
2? Yeah.
Yeah. 2, 3, maybe 4 if I'm really paying attention.
I'm gonna say,
I'm say 3.
Out of the episodes we've watched this far, I will give it to the first episode.
I was about to say the first episode is good,
but because
like,
it sets up, it's least they're not in space, so it's as least offensive as possible. I will then go to Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 episode was better than I thought it was gonna be. Like the whole Pan, that was like the first time you start liking Pan.
But maybe, no, you're right. Because I was like thinking, maybe I'm being just blinded by Super Saiyan 4 in this. But yeah, you're right. That was to be able to like Pan at all in this series it's just an amazing feat in itself.
I think that's why this is my favorite part of the show, because there's so little Pan in this that I'm just like, hell yeah, let's get to it.
Listen, and then I would say in this one, there's definitely 2 episodes. I mean, there's the episode where everyone comes back from hell. Great fan service, not best fan service, but fan service nonetheless. And then probably the end of this, to me. But with that said, Dragon Ball GT, we are here. We're continuing going through the Grand Tour. Thank you guys for also reading Dragon Ball GT article on Crunchyroll's website. I heard that it got a lot of clicks the day that it went up. One of the most read things on the website. I'm gonna just say for the entire week. I'm gonna make some shit up. It might not have been the entire week. It might have been like 3 days, but I'm gonna say one of the most read articles on Crunchyroll for the entire week. So shout out to that.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, listen.
Absolutely. And now we're here to talk about things. But first, a little bit of news that we got here. We got none other than Terminator Zero news. There's something that, I mean, so apparently, allegedly, confirmedly, it's been canceled by Netflix, as most things are, especially our anime IP properties. Unless you're Tomb Raider. I think the Tomb Raider got season 2. How'd that happen?
Yeah, because it had black people in it, and a lot of them.
No, didn't Terminator 2.
Terminator Zero's main character was black, but I guess that wasn't enough.
Man, listen, it wasn't enough black. No, Tomb Raider is black. Like, he digging into like African history and the African diaspora, how Africans ended up in Cuba. Like, they was going crazy.
Oh, it was super woke like that?
Yeah, dog, I'm telling you, it's some blackity black shit. Like,
how they get past that? You know,
I don't know.
It was on Strong Black Lead. Was it on that vertical? That would have been crazy. I was like, oh my god. I think more people would have tuned in if they knew all this. Unless Terminator Zero's canceled. It's an anime series that we watched when it came out. I was kind of like mixed on it, to be honest with you. I thought the concept it started out strong. It ended up solid. But I wasn't too high on it, but I don't think that's a reason to cancel it. Because there's a lot of things I don't like. Like, Baki is also on Netflix, which I'm surprised that is not canceled.
And like that's what I'm talking about. Like, I understand that Baki is such a great like manga franchise, but if the adaptations are gonna be what y'all are giving me, you might as well not. Whereas you have Terminator Zero here, which is an anime that's about Judgment Day, which if you're a Terminator fan at all, you always wanted to see how that plays out directly. I don't know. Like it just seems like this is a project that had some promise to it, and they just said, well, y'all didn't watch it enough. But there's shit that clearly I feel like nobody's watching, and they're just like, season 4, let's get it.
Yeah, I mean, Terminator Zero was good. I liked it. Sucks that it's getting canceled, but also too, we've seen things get canceled before.
Yeah,
Netflix is
not surprising.
Yeah, not at all.
That it being canceled by Netflix.
Dude, I think Splinter Cell might mess around and get canceled. Like, and that was straight.
That'd be crazy.
Is this one done by MAPPA as well? I forget.
Is this a MAPPA?
This one was Production IG.
Isn't that who's doing Aowashi, right? Isn't that who did is doing Aowashi project?
Yeah, the new season of Aowashi. Yeah.
So that's interesting.
They're doing the new Ghost in the Shell as well.
I mean, maybe they're making clearing room for more MAPPA stuff, considering their new partnership with MAPPA. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting the IPs that they do. I think Netflix will essentially try anything once. I think the concept of like taking good original Americanized IP and saying like, let's animate them. Let's take Terminator and animate them. Still solid idea, but I think with the execution of it all, I don't think people really get caught up as much in it. I think they still have the John Wick one coming, right? Am I bugging?
Yeah. I can't wait for that. That's a layup, to be honest.
We say that, but then if it's not promoted as well, and it depends who the original studio for John Wick is, right? Like, so there's only so many things you can do with John Wick, and I'm pretty sure it's like Lionsgate. Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it would be something like Paramount or something related to Peacock. But
and there's a big push for more John Wick content. Like the game just got announced this week. Yeah,
people really love John Wick. I learned that when I had to do a campaign regarding the spinoff, the Continental. I remember I had to do a campaign on that, like when I worked at Complex, and I was like, oh, people really want more John Wick content. So this anime, my thing is that you have to find a way. The thing with coming up with animes for certain IPs is that the tough part is you have to sell the anime fans on it, right? But you also have to sell the people who don't watch anime on it. And you're kind of in this fine line in between where you can't really, they haven't really been able to capture both. Like they have with like One Piece, for instance, where they and I'm talking about the live action One Piece, where it's like, okay, we have original fans of John Wick, but will they watch the anime? But then it's like, we also have anime fans, but will they watch this weird John Wick adaptation of this thing? And I don't think they've managed to find the balance, but I do think that with good storytelling, marketing, pretty much presenting this in an interesting way, collaborating with something like, you know what I'm saying, like the music is done by this and the stories are done by this, and being able to tell that story really full through, you're able to say like, oh, okay, like this is something that we should get behind, like how people try to get us behind like Cowboy Bebop, the live action. So I don't think Netflix has found the happy medium yet. I'm still waiting to get in the room for them to do Rush Hour, the anime. It's just, to me,
that should have happened back when Jackie Chan Adventures was on.
Yeah. Well, they only had time for Jackie Chan Adventures, Men in Black, the cartoon, which was, did you guys watch Men in Black, the cartoon?
I did.
Yeah, that show was fire to me as a kid.
Men in Black and Godzilla the cartoon.
Yeah,
no, Godzilla the cartoon was fire.
Godzilla the cartoon was better than the movie. Like it was legit.
So it's funny how all things are kind of like cyclical, but I would have loved, I think even, well, I don't know, I don't think a Men in Black anime would pop off, because you would have to be too serious, but also it's not serious, but then it's also, there's a black guy in it that plays a heavy role.
It would have worked in like 2010.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? They were doing animes of like all the Marvel animes and everything, and like there was just like animes of everything. Remember the Supernatural anime? Like, yeah,
no,
that
holy
time
shit,
period,
the animatrix.
That would have been perfect to do it.
Oh, okay, this looks interesting.
The Supernatural animes will be available on Tubi in 2 weeks.
Will it?
That's other news, because
Tubi just dropped
Tubi
the list of, Tubi got
all the classics
catalog. Tubi went crazy.
All the Cartoon Network stuff, like random,
anime,
like
but a lot of the old Toonami, like Cartoon Network shows on there.
So I don't think all of them are being uploaded on March 1st. It would kind of be insane if they actually did. But they definitely said on March 1st, this is coming: Animaniacs, Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans, Batman, Ben 10, Pinky and the Brain, Justice League, Batman, The Brave and the Bold, Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Tasmania, Foster Home for Imaginary Friends, Codename Kids Next Door, The Mask Animated, and Yogi's Gang are coming on March 1st to Tubi. So, you know what? I'll open my Tubi account the other day.
Man, listen, niggas got a bag, because, jeez.
Well, I feel like they were dumped.
Probably.
By people
still.
who didn't want them. By Max, essentially. Max and Discovery.
Yeah, by Max, yeah.
Who didn't want any more animation stuff on their plate. So they dumped all of them, essentially. And Tubi was like, we'll take them, and we'll show them for free. And everyone's like, oh, shit, Tubi, you're so amazing. It's like, see, couldn't you have done that? Max? HBO Max? So we'll see how that goes. But
Tubi know how to spend his money right. Shout out to them. They knew what to get.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, and it's free. So that's the most important part. Tubi is 100% free.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Tubi bringing back just regular watching TV experience, and niggas loving it.
Hey,
like,
man,
it's free with ads. Like, that's how.
What's on?
It's like watching the local.
It's just like watching regular ass TV.
Cable, nigga. That's what we've been waiting for.
We tired of cable, and then they changed cable
to
shit
on demand.
Yeah. Listen, bro. They just brought back the regular TV watching experience. Niggas just.
But here's the thing, like, I think
shout out to them. This is great. It's
TV
just funny.
The TV experience isn't like, okay, my show is on for half an hour and then I turn it back off because I don't really want to see anything after that. Nah, give me a whole channel of that specific show to watch all day so I can leave it on. It might be the ridiculousness effect of television now, where ridiculousness is on specifically for 73 hours straight. Then they show the Jersey Shore family vacation. Then they put it back on for 12 hours. Then they show the challenge. Then they took it off for another 12 hours. Show RuPaul's Drag Race. And then play ridiculousness for the rest of the weekend. So it might be the new style of like, listen, man, fandoms, they really just want to see their favorite thing over and over. I leave various channels just on that play the same thing over and over, and we've been waiting for the Dragon Ball one. Might not ever happen, to be honest with you, but it's definitely people will watch it, so who knows. With that said, speaking of Dragon Ball, we got a great episode for you guys today. We were talking about possibly the least offensive, the most liked, and maybe the most basic of all the Dragon Ball GT arcs. We're talking about the Super 17 saga. We'll get into it up next on The Lookout.
The portal is now open, and the boys are back in town.
A full force attack!
Prepare for the Super Android 17 saga on Nicktoons. We're bringing you a full week of Dragon Ball GT premieres, filled with all the villains you thought were destroyed. All leading up to the ultimate Super Android.
Earth is in for a shock the likes of which she's never seen.
Let the destruction begin. The Super Android 17 saga starts Monday, July 30th at 8, only on Nicktoons.
All right, we're back. Super 17. Super 17. The saga named after Android 17 that's not quite about Android 17.
At all.
To be honest with you. He's more used as a vehicle for destruction. It's like naming the there's a Lil Wayne song that's really named, hold on. I think it's on the Carter 4. Why did I know this specifically? Okay. It's named, there's a Lil Wayne song called Mega Man. It's not about Mega Man. It's actually just named after producer Mega Man.
Yeah.
He had no other, he didn't think of any other name for the.
It's like the Drake track Final Fantasy.
Yeah, there you go. Not actually about Final Fantasy, but here we are. With that said, I have in my notes, this saga, of course, I've said it a number of times, is the least offensive of all the Dragon Ball GT arcs. But overall, it is still bad. Like Dragon Ball GT. And if anything, Dragon Ball GT has stayed consistent with its poor concept, bad timing, not really fleshing out things, maybe letting other things last too long. But what I'll say about this arc is that it doesn't overstay its welcome at all. It doesn't, I can't even say that. It doesn't overstay its welcome. How about that? It doesn't extend long enough for it to dive into truly being terrible. It's like, okay, we got about 4 episodes to do this. But before we get into this, I actually want to know, since we got you here, Jay, what are your thoughts on Dragon Ball GT? What have your thoughts been as a kid? What are your thoughts as an adult? Where do you feel like it truly lies within the world of GT, the world of Dragon Ball?
As a kid, it was this like undiscovered country of amazing Dragon Ball stuff that I could have never dreamt of. Super Saiyan 4 was just this legendary form. And anytime you would see it on the internet, I'm talking about as a kid before we had anything to watch of it or whatever available to us, it was just like, wow, you mean the grade 8 is back as like a Super Saiyan form? Like that's awesome. I need to see whatever the fuck that's about, right? We had a definitive strongest character back then, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I know y'all get to that next week, but like when there was a literal, like, no, you could pin mark it, the strongest villain, the strongest character in all of Dragon Ball, it had this like aura to it that just made it seem like, wow, like you can't get no better than that.
Right.
After finally watching it, it was definitely one of those things where it was like, okay, well, you could really just watch a few episodes and get what you want from this, huh? And that really is just what it comes down to, because Toei this is Toei's thing. They have no direction.
How did you first start watching it? How did you first start watching it? Were you the Toonami airing or?
So I was notoriously like, I would go to Suncoast every week, and I would be like, hey, like, what Dragon Ball tapes y'all got coming out this week? And I remember when the very first GT tape came out during my freshman year of high school, and it was the one where they they sum up the first 15 episodes in that first one.
Yeah.
And it goes from there. And I was like, oh shit. This is how this starts. When does he go Super Saiyan 4? Oh, that's not gonna be for a while, huh? All right, I'll check back in. Like, I was just like, all right, man. I don't think I'm gonna be buying all these tapes, man, because it was $30 a tape for 3 episodes. Nah, no thanks. I couldn't do it. But by the time it was like something where I could just like stream it, later on in life, then it was something where I was like, okay, like I get what this is supposed to do for you. Like, I get this is supposed to be this continuation, this renewal of Dragon Ball into space, but it just it doesn't land. It doesn't land at all.
No, not at all.
It's iconic for these moments, and there are scenes that'll stick with you forever if you have the patience to get to them. But you could easily look at this as like, hey, they've talked about this in all these games, and then those games make it seem cooler than it is. So you're better off just kind of sticking to what you got there, as opposed to watching all 64 episodes of this. And like, while I would never tell someone just skip any part of Dragon Ball, I wouldn't blame anybody if they didn't watch GT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final Bout, you played it, right?
Yeah, I sure did.
Yeah. What was the kind of like the game? Did the game actually improve any of your thoughts on any of
Final Bout I experienced before I watched the show.
Okay.
It was one of those things where like being in a military city, like you'll have friends that have the little like burn CDs of shit, or they have like import games or whatever. Right. So I remember being at a party in middle school and somebody had Dragon Ball GT Final Bout on the TV, and I was like, oh,
what a fucking pull.
This is like now, I mean, like, yo, I'm 12. So like, yeah, I was really like impressed by the fact that like, oh, I can play as Goku on something. I can play as
that little like, you would be impressed too. He was like, watch it, I'm about to pull Final Bout out. Like, niggas bringing SmackDown 2 and fucking Spyro to the gate, and he was like, nah, I'm about to fuck this.
It really was that like you have the initial shock of the excitement of like, oh shit, you've got Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, right? And then you play it, and it's like, okay, I've played Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. I would say as a kid, I definitely had some fun with it. Being able to play as a Super Saiyan 4 character on anything back then was unheard of. But it's one of those things where I remember when we finally got the US release of it in 2003, I bought it and I put that motherfucker down. Like, I was just like, nah, man. Because I already had enough with Ultimate Battle 22, which has like some of the most difficult controls in life. And GT ain't that much more fun. You're playing on the PS1 controller. It's not the nicest fighting game experience.
Deadass. Let's get into this saga. Let's get into this arc. There's so much things to cover. I mean, there's so much things to cover, but it's not even that much space to cover. This arc lasts about 6 episodes. One episode, which I didn't think was possible, is filler. And is it even really filler if nothing is really adapted by any manga source anyway? I guess it's just
I raised the argument that it's not.
Okay, personally. I could see that. I mean, there's nothing really to go against to tell you whether it's filler or not. Yeah. But it's certainly a interesting episode in the middle of, we just came out from the world exploding, and then we're coming and hell is opening up, and it's like, let's throw this little handy dandy special little tournament, for the kids. You know what I'm saying? For the streets. The tournament episode for no reason is what I call it. My biggest takeaway from this, and I want to get all of you guys' take on this.
Hey, you want to know what's crazy? My bad. I really just thought about this. Hey, I'm going to start my hating off early because you know what? We're recording this early. It's crazy how they put Mr. Satan over more than Krillin in these episodes. Mr. Satan got a tournament win. He's still a champ.
He's still
got smoked. Got his ass blasted.
Hey, man. I don't know if any arc benefits if you kill Mr. Satan at all. To be honest with you, I think that's what they figured out. Especially during the Boo saga. It's like, hey, we could use this guy. Like continuously use this guy. Like the fact that he's brought back after the Cell saga 7 years later. The fact he's a part of the Z Fighters, is he not? Like, would you consider Hercule part of the Z Fighters?
I wouldn't.
I
would say he's like
as many times as he contributed to save the world and or universe.
Nah, he's not.
He always bigging up the Z Fighters, bro. Like, nah.
He's definitely at least. Hey, listen. At minimum, Z Fighter Street Team. Z Fighter Street Team
for sure.
Support. Okay, so you'd put him in the lines of Dende.
I'm putting him in the lines with Videl and Chi-Chi.
I'm put him
with Puar and motherfucking
Yamcha.
Oolong.
Yeah. Oolong is crazy, by the way.
Hey, look, just like Oolong is responsible for them being able to get past Pilaf, right? Boo was responsible for them being able to get past Majin Buu. It's the same shit.
Hey man, I guess Yajirobe, all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
They get their one moment to shine.
You need them. But beyond that, come on.
So the one thing I took away from this arc, especially, it says this saga takes place 1 year after the defeat of Baby. Probably to potentially use the Dragon Balls again. But then, so essentially, it's telling us that Goku has been a kid for 2 years. Through this entire arc. Is Goku being a kid holding this story back from being great at all?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's in one hand, right? It's like the gimmick. It's like the point is he's a kid. But it's also being a kid isn't really like in Daima how it kind of like stunted him for a little bit. Being a kid doesn't seem to really be stunting him at any point during the show, other than the minor inconvenience of having to join a children's world tournament or having a wife that's there. But they don't really show anything with Goku and his like trying to figure out family life or something along those lines, like as a kid, which would have been like a hilarious gag episode or something along those lines.
It's
like,
only a joke at the beginning for like all 5 minutes.
Here's been my issue the entire time, right? Like, because we get into like towards the end of this arc, the collection of the Dragon Balls again, and it's still the problem of y'all had both sets of these Dragon Balls. Y'all could have. Nobody ever went to go look for them the first time. Goku had never thought, like, maybe I should. Like, he really said, "Yeah, let me go ahead and just grow up again. I can take care of this." No, bro, like.
There doesn't seem to be any urgency to wish him back as an adult, which may be a problem in this show, right? Like the idea is that they use the Black Star Dragon Balls to wish him as a kid, need the Black Star Dragon Balls to wish him back as an adult, but then they get the Black Star Dragon Balls, and I guess they can't be used anymore.
Yeah, because Piccolo died, and that whole situation.
But then to wish him back as an adult, to use the Black Star Dragon Balls again would mean that they would have to wish him back as an adult and then fly through the universe yet again.
But there's still the other set of Dragon Balls that Dende created that they go look for at the end of this, bro. Like, there's still a whole set right there on Earth.
I think the rules are you can't use regular Dragon Balls to reverse the wish of the Black Star ones.
I was about to say I don't want to chime in.
Sure.
Because I haven't watched the beginning of Dragon Ball GT in forever.
Okay.
But I want to say that the power of the Black Star Dragon Balls was stronger than the normal Dragon Balls, and that's why they couldn't just undo it with Earth Dragon Balls.
It sounds like Dende need to do some training, bro. Like,
yeah. I mean,
Dende is really just like 1,000 years too early for them to do any of the dope shit because apparently, you know what I'm saying? Look at Neva in Daima, and he's just like, say, son, I got this shit. You know? Like,
we open up the barriers between these things. Let me do all this stuff. Yeah, Dende is not really cooking in this entire thing. Anyway, any takeaways from this tournament? I'll be here.
What I take away from this episode is you have to, like, Majin Buu is gone. And Mr. Satan's connection is to Majin Buu. You can't have Majin Buu be gone forever, and then if we're gonna ever show Mr. Satan again, he's just like, all right, well, yeah, whatever, back to normal life. Like I do at least like that we're showing him like, wait, I don't even know if I'm good without my boy, because that was his boy, you know. And seeing that it was Majin Buu's spirit through Oob that was like, hey, yo, just let Mr. Satan win. Like, I know you wanting to be Mr. Strong Fighter of the world and all that stuff, but like, Mr. Satan is the world's hope. I like the idea of kind of keeping that along. This is the only time you could have had anything like that happen. So I at least enjoy that the episode exists for that. It is filler in the grand scheme of everything else, but if there's gonna be like any of like, hey, we got to get down to brass tacks with these characters and get down to like who they really are. This arc is really the one time where the side characters get handled really well, in my opinion. And I'm going to get to that as we get to some of the other characters that we talk about. But this is kind of like the beginning of that.
Speaking of Vegeta, is Vegeta considered a side character?
Yes. No, Vegeta's not a side character.
Okay.
No,
all right.
Vegeta's
I was about to say.
Right?
Speaking of, wait, before we move on, speaking of, you know, this whole thing and people knowing who they are, the fact that Goku is a world champion and like he's joining the kids tournament, the announcer knows who he is, they say his name on the microphone, and he's still joining this tournament. And then there's this one random scene of Goten on a date and there's two dudes in the background like, yeah, he just stood there, took the hit, and he won the fight. And the other dude is like, well, yeah, he won the tournament before, didn't you know? Like, bro, it's been 20 years.
I hate, you know, I hate where Toei likes to be like, hey, let's be smart and refer to stuff, but also let's be stupid as fuck at the same time and just act like everybody is just going to be like, yeah, whatever. He's a man child, literally. So fuck it, you know?
Well, why is he a kid again? Didn't he? Yeah, you know what? It's best not to ask questions.
Their hair be transforming and shit anyway. I guess they can.
He looks the same from 20, 30, 40 years ago, bro. Like,
yeah, literally.
Not even that. His last tournament appearance, the thing was a grown teenager.
Yeah, he was 18, and then now he's a little boy again.
Okay. LJ, anything you take from this tournament episode before we zip off?
No, let's hurry up. Let's get out of here.
Okay. You want to get to the game?
No, it's not even that. It's just this tournament did nothing for me. Like they keep trying to make me care about Majub. That nigga's lame.
I forgot this episode existed. So
like come on, like I
forgot it existed.
I'm gonna bring it back, but this episode exists for a reason that's like it becomes more obvious a couple of episodes later.
Okay. We can move on. We can move on.
Listen, I have no thoughts about this. I watched it at the end of it. I was just like, so that happened.
Yeah, there you go. Vegeta wants to fight Goku, and Goku's like, I'm hungry. And he's like, let's go get something to eat.
Yeah. He was like, all right. Okay. Let me actually touch on that. I don't like that scene at all. Because this is supposed to be like 10
Kakarot.
Years after the end of Z, where he was like, Kakarot, you're number one. Like he's come to terms with this 20 years ago. Because the end of Dragon Ball Z is 10 years after Buu. And this is 10 years after that. So 20 years ago, he came to terms with this shit. Why is he now again, Kakarot, we have to fight. Now, he's a little boy, bro. Like, either you're gonna get gas because you're 60, or you're gonna beat up a child. Like, what? Whatever, man. Whatever.
It just is what it is. So let's start off the actual proper Super 17 arc, which I guess lasts proper like 5 episodes, but nonetheless, well, no, I guess we'll count it as a 6. It starts off with Trunks showing up to the crib, looking like essentially he got jumped. He looked like Marquez Houston, and you got served.
That's crazy.
Which is my favorite scene in You Got Served, because it's literally like dark alleyway, implied ass whoop until like, if heaven was a mile away. And he's just like, meanwhile, like Omarion's on a date with, Jennifer Freeman, and he's just getting his ass whooped because of dancing and drugs and money. Anyway, he got beat up. He says, Android 17. So they go out and they see a hole in the sky, and it's like, oh, I wonder if that's related. Thankfully, King Kai is here. What's King Kai's role in GT?
Nothing. It's the convenient plot point, bro. Like
to be the narrator.
That's what I was gonna say. He's literally there to introduce everybody to the next arc. He's like, literally that we're having right now.
The literal.
I don't want to go over there. Oh, I'm gonna go over there. It's just like, all right.
Exposition man,
dark energy coming from that hole. That doesn't seem done.
So no, absolutely. He's done this in the original arc. I think even the baby. Well, no, not the baby.
He literally did it just in episode 1 and disappeared for the last 40-something episodes.
Yeah, it's like, Goku, the shadow balls are just all around it and they'll explode. And it was like, oh well, thank you, Zoran.
Comes back again like, I've been dealing with COVID.
Yeah, like he was like, "Oh, King Kai, I haven't heard from you in a year," and he goes, "Yeah, I'm sick. I had a cold." Like, man, that is something a little bit more serious than a cold. If that's been putting you down for a year, brother.
Yo, first of all, LJ, you're clipping.
They got me quarantined.
But you have to. That is hilarious, and he's just like, "Yeah, but the hell," and da da da. So. We got Dr. Mew and Dr. Jerome. So
those two are the
link up with the century.
Two dumb bitches look at each other and say, exactly.
Yeah,
like
that's
literally, yeah.
Dr. Mew's like,
what's good, twin?
Yeah. Dr. I look just like you, but in space and an android. And I was like, isn't Dr. Mew not even real? Like, how's he in hell? But that's never stopped anyone, apparently, at this point.
He transformed himself. He was a Tuffle.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Dr. Mew wants revenge on Goku, which I guess aligns with Dr. Droll's plan. It was like, I want to replace all humans with androids anyway, so let's kill everybody. So almost every villain that they've ever beaten is coming to Earth. Goku also, I'm gonna talk about this in a certain interesting way, but Goku hears Frieza and Cell are in hell and wants to beat him up again, so he's like, I'm going to hell.
Oh no, we skipping one of the most crazy parts about everybody coming from hell though.
What about it? Because the
first motherfucker you see is cooler.
No. I'm all right. So I'm planning on talking about it.
All right, bet. Because I
wanted to set the stage of like Goku leaving, essentially. Like Goku's leaving. Frieza, Cell are in hell. He's like, yo, if hell is where I need to be, that's where I'm about to be at. I got to go see what this problem is in hell. I was like, all right, the hell don't really seem that. It's not what they've told me on Sundays. But it is what it is. Let's talk about this episode called Dangerous Union. And we see all of these villains that come out. We're going to go through each villain one by one in terms of how they end up here. And along with the first one, let's talk about it. We got Raditz. Raditz shows up. Could have used more. Would you have liked to seen? Let's go through this and see. Would you have liked to seen any more from these people in this arc?
Like, if you sending out Raditz in the first wave, I'm guessing Hell's just like, hey, even we got to send out some people that's just scraps to get. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, bro.
Check the temperature, Raditz. That's what they told him to do. Essentially, that's what they told him to do back in the day. It was like, check the temperature on Earth, see if he's still alive. If he's there, bring him back. Oh, you're dead?
You know that video of January 6th? When the dude said, hey, you know what I'm saying? We don't been in there. There ain't shit going on. You know, Raditz was the first one to go back to hell. Like, nah, hey, they got hands now, bro. Like, yeah, I don't know, dog.
I don't know how I let this happen to me for the second time. Cooler.
Yeah, man.
Cooler. If Dragon Ball GT has any major point, I guess it's that it made Cooler canon.
Toei, this is Toei's Dragon Ball Z, man, where everything that could have happened has happened, bro. You know, like,
but even to the extent of like, all right, so if you have Cooler here, why not pair him with Frieza?
Yeah,
instead of Cell. You know what I'm saying? But we'll get there.
I guess they didn't want to have Frieza's voice actor doing double time. Because Cooler ain't got no lines. They was like, we're not paying you twice, nigga.
I wouldn't say just that, but also, you got to at least account for it. Well, if you didn't see the movie, then you wouldn't know who this is. You would have had at least seen Dragon Ball Z because it's a continuation.
They must have been promoting a VHS or something.
We got to realize for them Japanese kids, they was getting 2 movies a year. They done seen them movies.
Yeah,
this is like cool. They've seen all them movies.
Oh, yeah. That's what I would say. Android 19, he's back. Do you care about Android 19? Are you like, oh my god, it's Android 19? Haven't seen him in a while.
He went out the same way he came in.
There you go. Mega Metallotron from Dragon Ball.
That was a good one. That was, you know what? I'll give them props.
I thought it was cool for them to include some of the Dragon Ball villains.
Yeah, we got General Blue. Who
they even got. I was about to say they even got some voice lines. Like,
yeah,
they got more voice lines than Nappa.
General Blue and Staff Officer Black had a whole conversation. Nappa was just like, ugh.
That could be anybody.
Hey, Nappa got the funniest moment in the entire thing, bro.
We'll talk about it. You got Captain Yellow. Pui Pui is back. Gotta, bring back Pui Pui. General Rildo, who just died.
All right, here we are. Yeah, this is what we need to have a conversation about.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Because how the hell does this nigga appear again? And how have we established him that his 5 episode appearance was strong enough for that when he came back from hell, he was there like, nah, we need to highlight him.
If he came back, how come Baby didn't come back?
Because Baby's not real. Because Baby's a construct. General Rildo was a body. He was a whole person.
He was a person before it turned into a android. But because he was on his android supremacy type shit, so he was really on his, he was on his clanker.
Crazy.
But
don't even end that statement.
He got killed on Planet M2, and see, Dragon Ball Hell rules, their afterlife rules is always weird, right? Because you remember Resurrection Frieza. Frieza gets killed on Earth. So then he's stuck on Earth's hell. That's a whole part of Dragon Ball Super, right? Mm-hmm. He's in a little thing and it's just his head and he's like, they torturing me because I got killed here, right? So it's always worked that if you get killed on Earth, you're in Earth's hell. So I don't understand why Rildo is there.
Not only just that, but the fact that they say that they've been resurrected, none of them have actually been resurrected by Dragon Balls. They literally just jumped through a hole. You know what I'm saying? All of them are still dead, dog.
Yeah, they should still all be
dead. And that's another thing. This don't where this doesn't fit Dragon Ball's hell rules, right? You only keep your body if you was a good soul, right?
Yeah.
They told Vegeta straight up, hey, bro, you're gonna go to the afterlife, and he was like, well, will I be able to keep my body to fight Kakarot? Piccolo straight up told him, nigga, no, you killed all those people. The fuck?
Hey, man. Niggas in hell is throwing up gang signs at this point.
Toei rules, man. Literally, this is just Toei's hey, look, we got these characters, we want to use them. But this is the fact that it's bringing back all these people, and it starts with the tournament. This is literally just Dragon Ball Z movie 9 plus Dragon Ball Z movie 12, the Janemba movie, in 2 concepts.
I just want to say real quick before we move on. And LJ said clanker. I felt like that's like a android slur.
It is. It definitely is, bro.
But I think toward Red Ribbon, it's
call it a nigga a clanker. It's crazy.
I was going full blown, bro.
Yeah.
He was on some humans are below, androids are superior. I was like, all right,
clanker ass back to where you came.
That's how I wanted. That's how I felt.
Jace, Bobbity, Raccoon, Kui. Be back.
Bro, I'm telling you, this is Royal Rumble.
They brought back Cool, bro.
Cool.
Hey, man, Dragon Ball Riyadh season, man. they just had the budget to bring everybody back. They were just like, nah, we got, listen, we're gonna have a little nostalgia. We're gonna have some niche. We're gonna have the dark horse. We're bringing everybody back.
We got King Cold. He's back. Could have just, I don't know if he saw Cooler at all. They call him Staff Officer Black. The man wouldn't he the commander of he Commander Black. Don't put him Staff Officer Black.
Nah, it was Commander Red. It was
there
Commander
you go,
Red.
Dragon Ball
he became
fandom.
Commander Black later, but I guess
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, don't Staff Officer, my nigga. He's a whole commander. Zarbon, Dodoria, Frieza, Cell, Dr. Mew, Dr. Gero, and of course Hellfighter 17. Those are all the villains that essentially came back during this thing. What could have been a great use of fan service and maybe could have extended a number of episodes actually ends up not really extending at all, especially when you see the great showdown. One of the first clips from GT I saw was Nappa coming back and Vegeta being there. And the first thing goes in my mind is like, why Vegeta look like that? But then the second part is like, oh, he kills Nappa again. That's crazy. Nappa didn't get to turn Super Saiyan. Nappa didn't get to show no power up. They used to have like power levels for all these people too. Like they would list all the power levels for them. And I think Nappa, they would like list Nappa as like, he's 17,000 now. And I was just like, poor Nappa. You know what I'm saying? Like he a full-blown Saiyan. He can't get no leap. You know what I'm saying? He can't go through the rest of the rules that everybody else experienced.
Hey, I mean, 17,000. He's at least stronger than most of the Frieza force at that point. I mean,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Came up a little bit.
Let me see if I can find Dragon Ball GT power levels.
Don't do it, no, because power levels are all over the place. Power levels are all over the place, dog. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'll do the looks for you. I know where to find the real ones, but you gonna find some shit out there.
Find the real ones for me.
I got you.
Hold it to the end of the episode. And then all right, so highlight moments, of course, Gohan versus General Rildo. Which Gohan is having a trouble. They always have Gohan in a little struggle. You know what I'm saying? Like it can't just ever be easy for Gohan. It's because he wears a suit and go to school. So we have that. We have we go into Hell and we see Cell and Frieza's very cringe tag team because none of this really even feels natural at all. They don't even feel like they like each other. They don't even feel like they should be in the same room, to be honest with you. Cell moves with a different energy than Frieza. Frieza moves in a different energy, but them being like low key this gay couple attacking Goku during this thing just feels wrong in a sense. Like nothing about this feels completely natural of the union of Frieza and Cell.
This even is though why it should I say, be. Like Toei Dragon Ball is their like everything that they ever showed happened, right? So if you remember the Pycon episodes, Frieza and Cell teamed up in Hell.
Well, they were in Hell watching it on the.
But no, that's in Majin Buu. I'm talking about in that little filler arc between Cell and Majin Buu, the little tournament, the Otherworld tournament.
Right.
It starts off with Goku getting jumped by Frieza, Cell, and the Ginyu Force, and then Pycon shows up to
use fire kicks and all types of other shit.
So like, we supposed to believe that ever since the filler arc, like Frieza and Cell just been homeboys.
They've been chilling. They're like, all right, man, we gotta figure out this.
They Dragon Balls Ernie and Bert, you know.
And did Dr. Gero and Dr. Mew employ them? Like, were they part of the scheme? Like, how did they make this kind of happen where they're rightful employees of like, we'll bring Goku to you, y'all handle business and get him out the paint, even though y'all still gonna be dead and in hell and all that other stuff like that. And we'll handle all the stuff on the outside.
Yeah, so I guess they was just like, let's trap Goku in here with the strongest niggas we got.
Absolutely. We're going to wrap up the Cell and Frieza thing right now. We're not even going to... I know a lot of things could probably happen alongside of it.
Nothing happens.
They managed to use some tricks. You know, they got all their special techniques and Goku's just like, y'all niggas are so lame for this. He's like riding on the Death Saucer. It's like, this killed niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
No, the craziest thing is like, he's saying... you guys are copying all of my friends' attacks because Cell uses the special beam cannon, and then Frieza uses Destructo Disc. Like, Goku, you can't be talking, dog. You're the last person to say that. People copying moves, bro. Like, what was?
I didn't see Tien use the solar flare since, nigga. But I seen you use it 1,000,000 times.
Right.
Anyway, they managed to get Goku in this torture area. And the torture area ends up freezing him, but the freezing doesn't work because he's technically, as a live body, he's not actually dead. who is that in this fucking arc at this point? And he begins to melt through the freezing. So not only that, it makes Frieza and Cell look incredibly incompetent as villains. Very Scooby-Doo villainous.
This shit was goof troop, man.
Yeah, I guess
this is all this was.
Like the thing back on them.
It ended up being just
she was like, I thought he was dead.
Everything about this just ends up being. It feels like they're attempting to be funny, and that's what I don't like about it. It's like you have this moment where it's like, oh, you got all these people coming back. You could actually kind of set up some like real tension, some real battles, and everything just feels like, like that's
listen, Frieza gets this movie, so he's all right. So I don't know. So he gets, I guess, a giant form ode to him in a future movie, but if you didn't like
the Nappa Vegeta thing, like the Nappa Vegeta thing. I mean, not saying like, oh, it needed to be this intense fight and battle, but like, it could have been more, but it just became like once again, like Nappa seeing Vegeta being like, "Ha, little bitch," and then blasts him again, and then dips off.
They said this not about Vegeta. I don't give a fuck. That's what they said. They was like, this shit is about Goku. Let's get into Hellfighter 17, which is a fire name, just instead of like Android, just Hellfighter.
Very dope.
I wrote in my notes. Go ahead.
My nigga did all this in a pair of 501 denims, bro.
So they create another in Hell. They have the means to create another Android 17. Like this Android, it's not that he's better as anything. He's an identical evil Android 17. And they're like, okay, we need this Android 17 to link up with the Android 17 that's alive, so we need to turn him evil. So they use Hellfighter Android 17, and they managed to get Android 17 under their control, regular Android 17. And they're supposed to report to one another so they can fuse together. It's giving very My Hero Academia, but actually the plan goes through and isn't.
So it's like
foiled.
The difference is that with Hellfighter 17, he's made just like Baby. He's a machine mutant. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they should have really spent more time just like at least saying like, hey, he's gonna absorb him, not that they fuse, right?
Right.
Because it makes it seem like, oh, you could just make another copy of any other Android and they could just make a super version of themselves.
Yeah, come on, Super 18.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's a picture somewhere.
Oh no, it is. It's Super in Dragon Ball Heroes. There's a Super 18 and there's a Super Android 35, which is a fusion of Super 18.
Okay, now I gotta look it up. Super 18. Okay, all right. Well, it's less offensive as I thought it would be.
Less offensive is funny
because I thought it would have been fanficky. But so he's taking under it. He's flying towards, because now they got to show up to Earth. I think they do show up at Earth at some point. But along the lines, they come across Android 18, Krillin, and Marin. She's like, 17, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing this. Da-da-da. And Android 17's like, shut up and join me. And I'm going to use my hypnosis powers, which I've never used before, ever, to put you under my spell. So then we get hypnotized Android 18. But that doesn't last long because Android 17 decides, fuck it, we killing Krillin.
Yeah, he's like, oh, if I can't turn you, shit, fuck it. Like, you don't want to turn after this. Like, how?
Bro, put a hole through that man. Hey, what's up with Krillin getting shot, man?
Hey, man, like, it's just in the 90s, I'm assuming it was like part of the scheme of like, how do we unlock someone? We got to kill someone. Where's Krillin?
This is his most earnest death besides the one where he gets killed in Dragon Ball and the one where he gets killed by Frieza.
I don't know. Looking like 60-something years old and getting murked.
Krillin, just mind his business.
Krillin looks like the oldest nigga in this show. And he's not.
Bro, Krillin was so washed, he didn't even attempt to go. Like, there was never a moment he was like, I should go help Goku. Or I should go check on the guy. He was like, hey, everyone in the car, we're out. We're leaving the city.
We're leaving. Drive. Can we fly? Yeah. My wife's super strong. Yeah, but we're driving out of this city. Fuck this.
Also, there's a moment in here where they're like, 18, you're still you're still an android, you're still this, and I'm just like, yeah, but she got a kid, so like we calling her an android still. I feel she's a human at this point,
and like, she looked like she just came from work. To be honest,
that's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about here?
Imagine what's Android 18's day job? Like front desk? Like what are we doing here? Like she might be.
She's HR.
But see, that's another
HR would be crazy.
Another
HR
thing where like just an unneeded Funimation change makes it have a whole connotation, right? Like they're called cyborgs in original, and like if you call them cyborgs, then you can be like, okay, yeah, it's a person with cybernetics in them. But when you think android, it's like I'm thinking a whole robot,
essentially.
You know, so yeah, it fucks it all up just off of the naming structure. But yeah,
kills Krillin, then attempts to kill Marin. Like, how you gonna kill your niece, man? Come on, man. This is.
I don't know her. I wasn't invited to any baby shower.
And you know, Toy.
Thank you for getting in the mind of Android 17 for a second. I didn't consider that perspective at all. I don't know you. Who are you?
Toei is funny as hell because why has 18 aged, but both 17s look fresh out of the Cell Saga?
Is it the age, or did she just get a bad haircut?
No, I think it's the bad haircut.
Nah, they drew like lines on her. Oh. You know, the kind of the same way they did with Bulma, where she looks like
Bulma's on her. Bulma's on her like Kris Jenner because she should be the oldest person in this damn show.
Oh yeah,
but she's clearly not. She's using whatever number blue hair dye and Capsule Corp. All types of
that Capsule Corp Botox, man.
That's what I'm saying. Come on, man. Keep you snatched to the gods. But with that said, kills Krillin, attempts to go after Marin. Android 18 jumps in front of it, gets badly damaged. That's the end of Android 18 for now. Let's see. Thus far, this is the best part of GT. Mm-hmm. This entire thing. It's something, as much of the shortcomings of it, it means something. It's a callback. It's consequences for people's actions. Krillin dying. Everything thus far is like, oh my god, yes, they're really setting up this arc. We get to Vegeta versus Android 17, which in my opinion could have been good.
It could have, yeah.
Doesn't even get that far. Because Vegeta's like, Android 17, this bum ass nigga. I could beat him one by one, and then he just sits there and watches both of them niggas show up and combine. I was like, what are you doing? Turn Super Saiyan.
We've done this before with Vegeta, bro. Like,
and they didn't even do it the right way either. Of like, oh, hey, well, we get stronger if we. Okay, well, shit, go on ahead then. Like it was, he just watched them do it.
Like, just watch them do it. And then all the other Z fighters show up, all the other Saiyans and Maju.
They didn't even give them a cool fusion or anything. He just like waiting. Yeah, like the other one, Android 17 just gave a little, little spoon, big spoon ordeal, and then it just they just fused. I was just like, damn, nothing.
That's how you do it.
They just filtered one over the other. That's it.
Least impressive fusing in the show since probably the Piccolo putting his hand on
Nail. Yeah.
Probably least important fusion on the show thus far. So Super 17 is there. I think Brent Faiyaz starts playing or something along those lines.
That's great.
Because that's the energy that he's given. It's very like, I'm a bad boy and I know it. Lots of hair, throwing backs, a lot. It's like LL licking his lips with him throwing his hair back mad different times during this entire show. During fights, during everything of the rather.
Got the delts out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just we're going to talk about the fits at the end of this, but just an interesting concept to just show delts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like it's very mid 90s bullshit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Hey man, listen, bro. That's that what you call it? What year is this? 96?
97, yeah, 97.
97? That's now he has 97 now.
Yeah, come on, man.
Whose runway show was popping at that time? That's that 97 Dior right there, baby.
There you go. Might be. Let's talk about Operation Get Goku Out of Hell. We meet our favorite Z fighter, who was long thing, Piccolo. Piccolo's
whole arc, his whole purpose in there is to talk about black men's mental health. Because
the plight of
willingness to just die, and then his willingness to be like, I'll just go to hell. I'm just like, hey, man,
to make his life considerably worse. It just is what it is. Piccolo is in heaven, and he senses that all this stuff is going on.
Bro, here's
I am also King Kai.
I was about to say, like, people just be jumping like channel waves. Like, there's no way people are supposed to be calling in on this line, dog. I thought only King Kai was like,
seems like you're having a problem in hell, King Yama. And it's like, how did you get in my brain?
Yeah, where did I put you on three-way? Like,
you know what I'm saying? King Yama's like, I can't really send you to hell. I mean, I can send you to hell, but I can't pull people out of hell. My powers don't work that way. It's kind of complicated. There's a lot of paperwork that has to be done.
And I'm saying, like, it wasn't even about his powers. It was like, hey, yo, the legalities of everything. Like, he was like, you did not read the fine print.
If I start pulling niggas out of hell, everybody gonna want to start coming out of hell. You know what I'm saying? He was like, well, then send me to hell because you got the wrong Piccolo, my nigga. He started pulling, shout out like Denzel in Training Day. Is like, you got the wrong nigga. Start shooting shit up. So they send him to hell. They send him to hell just so he could help Goku, which seems all of this is markedly people have bad friend and taking his friendship for granted at all. Because Goku's just like, Piccolo, you're here. And he's like, yeah, nigga, I'm here. Him and Dende come up with the plan to use energy beams. If it was only that simple. Mind you, to get through other dimensions before, you had to like scream very loudly. I forget how they get through time and space in Super when Goku Black shows up. But it's just like this random shit just pulled him into another time and space.
The time ring bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, it just is what it is. But they come up with this plan to use energy beams at the same time. They have to time it perfectly. It's not even much. I mean, I think in regular Z, this probably would have lasted like 5-6 episodes. Thankfully, it doesn't last that long. They use the chant Pepper Pot, Pickle Pot, Purple Pot which is very Dragon Ball. You know what I'm saying?
It's even worse in Japanese. It was them saying like rice bowl, egg bowl, chicken and egg bowl.
Oh my God, that's so much better. Because Pepper Pot, Pickle Pot, Purple Pot. It works. They open the vortex between hell and earth. Dende looks spent. He was like, yo, I was not built for this. You know what I'm saying? He's like, collapses. Goku's like, yo, Piccolo, where we going? Piccolo's like, listen, I'll stay. Don't worry. I'm good. You go. I'll stay. This nigga does not want to return back to the living world.
Bro, I'm telling you, something wrong with him, man. Like, he needs to talk to somebody. Like,
he don't fuck with these people. Listen, he don't fuck with these people at all. They kept him out of the majority of GT. He didn't get to do space travel. He didn't get to think no Dragon Balls. He didn't get to do nothing. He was just like, I'll die. But then even in death, they bother his soul. He's still got to help him in death. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still got to, all right, well, now I got to go to hell. Thanks. I can't come back from this. You know what I'm saying? So he goes to hell, saves him. Goku's like, come on back. Come on, man. Let's go. He's like, nah, I'm going to stay. I'm good.
Oh, that's what he says in the dub. Is I'm just going to stay?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, he literally can't in the...
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
he's like, hey, like, I'm holding my arms out. Like, we have to stay still.
Well, he says that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But realistically, he's just like, nah, I'm not going.
Okay. All right. No, that's funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. Fuck facts.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm not going. Yeah, he says he would if he moves any muscles and the gate would close, so he cannot go with Goku. But realistically, like I felt like in my soul, I know he.
You got multiform, bro. If you wanted to, you could.
Yeah,
you know?
So realistically, in my brain, I'm like, no, he wanted to stay with Nappa and Officer Black and General Blue and Major Metallotron. You know what I'm saying?
He wanted to have niggas to whoop on for eternity.
There you go.
Hey,
so
man.
Just in hell.
He didn't look like he was having fun in heaven, though.
Yeah,
like, man, listen.
Yeah, he like having a blast in hell. He's like, I get to beat
all my
these
partners
niggas
on Earth and shit.
Yeah, you know, let me show them what, you know, the Piccolo really can do. You know what I'm saying? Let me beat all the villains all these niggas beat. So Goku returns back to Earth in the nick of time to save Vegeta from looking more like a bitch. Because of course he's getting his ass whooped. I mean, all of them are, but Vegeta built for this ass whooping. So we get the showdown between Super 17 and Goku. And I said, if this was a movie, this would have been the cool part. Because granted, it's about 2 episodes, but that's the amount of time you need for a fight, right? Like 40 minutes, like 30 minutes at the end of the movie, the Dragon Ball Broly thing, 30 minutes at the end of the Dragon Ball Super thing, you get Mega Cell or what are the 2 things? The 2 not androids and
Gamma 1 and Gamma 2.
Gamma 1 and Gamma
Max.
2, right. So this is the right amount of time. Except this fight, I mean, just has kind of some dumb parts. Goku not realizing that I guess he's absorbing him, but also why would you realize it? Because he's never had that power before. Yeah. Why Super 17 now can absorb energy and absorb it like the other...
Like 19 and 20 could.
Yeah.
Also, like,
really, and also through his body.
Also, at the same time, like, they make this a point in Super, but he never actually had an interaction with 17 before.
Ever. Yeah. Same with Trunks. How the fuck did Trunks know who he was dealing with? Like, he's never met him.
They make Trunks sounds like future Trunks a lot of the time in here.
Yes.
Bro. Like,
yes.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Just future Trunks show up at his door, like 17 again. He's back. It's GT. And it's just future Trunks at the door again.
I told you niggas, you couldn't trust these niggas.
I guess that's kind of how it happens in Super. It's like, it's Goku, but he's black. So 17 keeps absorbing the blows, but Goku doesn't realize it. He transforms into Super Saiyan 4. They don't even do like a whole like thing. They're like, yo, he coming out the water, Super Saiyan 4. I was like, you know what? Kind of tough.
I thought the animation in this fight was cool. I will say that much. There was like a lot of scenery changes we didn't ever really get in Z. Like this should have been a fucking movie.
Yeah,
like, this should have been a movie.
I agree.
These niggas were fighting each other and shooting shots, and they were like halfway across the world from each other. That was like the best part.
We've never really seen like sending nukes, bro, across country.
Yeah, like, bro, just across the globe at each other.
Oh, this is the same nigga that used to be like, "Hey, let's go somewhere else away from people, so nobody, gets hurt." And now they're just like, "Fuck that place and that place and that place."
And then you got Bulma looking around like she's about to fly to the thing, and she's like, "The ecosystem, they're damaging Mother Nature. Global warming is happening."
It's like, all right, bitch, relax. Imagine how much damage Capital Corp has done to the universe. Anyway, also forgot the part that Dr. Drill gets murked.
Of course.
Gotta have that.
Yeah, Dr. Meelz like, all right, destroy this nigga. I don't really fuck with him anyway. Who wants to turn the entire world into androids? What a lame. So you just like destroy this nigga. So anyway, Goku comes out of the water, Super Saiyan 4, and actually attaches them and say he's going to explode. Tries to explode, doesn't work. For some reason, Super 17 is able to shield himself and Goku from exploding. I didn't get the logic of it.
I feel like it's that like Goku at Super Saiyan 4 has enough energy to where he could do an explosion and still survive it.
Yeah, but the shield part is what I'm...
Because they love making 17 the shield person. Like he has that barrier power or whatever like that. So I think
I forgot all about that in Super until it became a thing in Super.
Because he definitely relied on that against Piccolo a lot.
Absolutely. As Goku has now lost his power from attempting all of that, and he's back in base form, Android 17 looks to kill Goku until Android 18 shows up. And Android 18 shows up and says, I will use the bomb in my chest that you don't know does not exist anymore to blow entire thing up. To which I would have been like, all right, do whatever you got to do, stupid. Like, I'm Super 17. The fuck? I could probably live in space if I wanted to. Or I'll go back to hell. I don't care. But she gets in front of him. It gives enough time for Goku to power back up, get his energy back, all types of ridiculous shit. He goes to try to shoot 18 as well, but instead shoots Dr. Mew, kills Dr. Mew because we needed a way to kill him before this arc. So Dr. Mew's dead. 18 starts firing a barrage of things because she's one of those models that can just shoot forever. That's enough to, I guess, keep him stalled because as he's absorbing the energy, he can't do anything else. So Goku, instead of using anything that we've established in GT, actually pulls out the Super Dragon Fist.
Again, this is why I'm like, yo, this is just a sequel to the movies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like he literally ain't done that since
Dragon Ball.
The Hirudegarmari movie, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that too. And then as he punches him, he's like, Super 17's like, you can't kill me. And then he shoots him with like a very disastrous Kamehameha, which they replay like 8 times. Like,
oh yeah. GT is the king of reusing animation. I'm pretty sure like in this fight, they reused the scene where when 17 was attacking 18 the first time when Krillin was there, they just drew a jacket on her this time. Like I was like, wow, like, all right.
Hey man, come on, man. I'm sure at this point they're like, all right, let's wrap this shit up. So Super 17 gets vaporized and he's dead. And all Goku can do at this point is comfort Android 18. Like, Krillin would be smiling right now. I was like, Krillin is dead. My husband is dead. I'm a widow. I don't know how we paying bills. Who's gonna drive? Who's gonna do anything?
She gotta still have some of that 18 mil.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully.
She can scam Hercule again somehow.
Yeah.
Join the next tournament.
Yeah.
So the end of this arc, they're like, we'll just get the Dragon Balls and resurrect Krillin. I'm sure Piccolo's like, nigga. But
I don't know if you noticed, you already did that shit.
Yeah.
2 times.
But also, can you wish me back to, you know what? I like hell. Yeah, whatever. I'll stay. Yeah. You know what? I'll stay. They gather the whole Dragon Balls together and they find out that all the Dragon Balls is cracked. And they decide to try them anyway, which I wouldn't have done. But smoke comes out of it. Large blue K2 dragon pulls up.
Hey, holy shit.
What are your wishes?
Get a rhyme, man. All that.
Hey, Poppy.
Yeah, what's your wishes? No, you only get one. So that's the kind of like the cliffhanger. It's like, oh, this is a dragon that where's Shenron? Is like that bitch. So that's the end of that. We're obviously going to the Shadow Dragons arc, which is going to be Shadow Dragon Saga, which is up next week. Of course, I have various questions as we approach the end of this thing right here.
Prepare to get no answers.
Let's talk about it. Best part of this arc.
All the hair flipping.
Okay, yeah.
Worst part of this arc.
All the energy blast and fight. These niggas do no hands. It was nothing but energy blast.
I'm gonna say killing Nappa.
Bringing back a bunch of people just to do nothing with them.
The logic.
Okay, here we go. Best villain to escape from hell.
Crazy enough, probably real though, because everybody else pretty much gets one shot.
Yeah. There you go. So real dough. Let's go real dough. Is Super 17 Saga the definition of great idea, bad execution?
Absolutely.
This whole show. But yeah. Super 17 for sure.
Would this storyline hit harder in Dragon Ball Super?
This storyline,
this would be executed way better if this was Super.
Yeah. It would have worked really well.
Yeah. So I'll say if
they would have gave this the Goku Black feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it would have lasted way longer than it would have needed to in Super.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, if they probably, because this feels like they had the idea for a movie, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like this would have been better if they gave it the Super feel. It should have been a movie. Otherwise, do it. I would say more like Daima.
I mean, this literally even came out at the same time as the Toei Film Festival, where they would have normally aired a Dragon Ball movie, and this is the first year they've never done one. So it's almost like, yeah, they had that as a plan, and they were just like, nah, bro, let's put that in the anime.
Dr. Mew or Dr. Gero, are they great scientists or not?
Are they great scientists?
Yeah.
They're great scientists. Stupid villains, but great scientists.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah. I think that's funny. Yeah, I can't even argue that they're terrible scientists.
Best fit of this arc,
Super 17.
Yeah,
Super 17. Yeah.
Come on, bro. You can't listen. The denim, the boots, the hair. What
Papaya Man? Papaya Man? No love.
All right, bro.
Papaya Man's a cool little Saiyaman Jr., you know? I like it.
At that point, we might as well say Kitchen Armor Chi-Chi, bro.
Like, Jude getting shot.
Kitchen Armor Chi-Chi.
Kitchen Armor Chi-Chi is hilarious.
Her being like, do not have me up in the sky. It's like, mama, scoot aside. Give her a fucking ride, man.
Yeah.
There you go. What about Hellfighter 17's jacket was pretty. Well, no, Android 17.
No, that was Android 17. Hellfighter 17 came in the old drip.
Yeah, Android 17. He was like, I got a jacket now.
Yeah, he had the Burberry joint. Shout out to him.
That's what they show him in at the end of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is the craziest thing, because the logic in here, once again, is kind of bad. They say that, like, oh, we copied and sent over Android to the real world. No. Yeah.
Tier ranking, in terms of tier ranking wise, where does Super 17 rank as a Dragon Ball villain?
B tier.
B tier?
Yeah.
All right, who's around him in his tier? Because to me,
I'm putting Android 17. Yeah, B tier sounds about right. I'd put him right there with like
Cell Max.
I put him right there with Hit from the Universe 6 tournament.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
man, shoot, we could put him up there with the other two androids from Dragon Ball Superheroes. I feel they're all in the same tier.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I would put.
Yeah. But I wouldn't even. I don't know if I would have them on the list because they're that like hardly a villain. They're just, you know what I'm saying, like misguided.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Listen, bro, they pulled up. They
did, and
that's it.
Yeah. That's all I can say. This power level list doesn't have GT. Well, maybe that's for the better.
Because there are none.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That was the answer we were all waiting for. But thank you, Jay, for pulling up. Talking about the ridiculousness that's Super 17 Saga. I think
it's so funny because, like, I remember if I was to go back to anything about when I was younger about GT, I used to be Super 17's arc's like biggest defender. I used to go around being like, Super 17 is the real ultimate android.
Yeah.
Better than Cell. He can absorb all the energy. You can't do nothing to this nigga. But I don't feel nearly as strongly as I used to about it. I'm just like,
now it's even.
Sorry.
This show will do that. Just having to sit and analyze it and talk about it with friends without any of the mask and the rose-colored glasses. But thank you for coming through once again. Of course, Outside Dubs Live. We'll be back, and
it's coming in a little over a month.
Yeah, a little over a month. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the Lookout socials for when everything will be announced. We're coming back. AD, we have a brand new show for you. Let's talk about it real quick.
Yeah, man. Risakai. By the time you're listening to this, Risakai would have already dropped his first episode. We're covering No Game, No Life. It is a fun start to what we're going to be diving into, which is a bunch of isekai, reincarnation, time travel, all of those types of stories. We're going to dive into a lot of high fantasy. There's going to be some fan favorites, some controversial ones. Yeah, man, just stay tuned. We got 5 episodes for y'all.
Absolutely. Yeah. So make sure you guys say a lot for that as well. And of course, subscribe to the Lookout on YouTube. I would, out of anywhere where you listen to, I would say listen to it on YouTube. Just so it's easily accessible. Get yourself that premium and help yourself.
Go around, clean your house, put it on the TV.
Yeah.
Look something. You know what I mean?
Knock it out.
Whatever.
The final episode of our GT thing comes next week, where we'll be talking about the Shadow Dragons arc and the end of Dragon Ball GT as we know it. So make sure you guys stay tuned, stay ready, and we'll catch you guys next time on the Lookout. Take care, everybody. Peace.